I've always enjoyed comparing all of the multi-currency cards exchange rates while I'm overseas. I've just returned from Japan and I've brought along the newest edition, the GXS debit card. And I'm sure all of you are curious to find out what's the updated rate, which performs better. Let's dive straight into today's video and I'll share with you a little bit more. Let's go. The last time I did this kind of currency exchange rate comparison was in October 2023 when I was still living in Korea, documented in this video right over here, and this was how the ranking went. Revolut came in first place, Wise, YouTrip, Trust Bank, and then Instarem Amaze wallet feature. Instarem Amaze has two kinds of ways you can use, either using the wallet or pair it together with a credit card so that you can earn miles overseas or cashback depending on what cards you are pairing with Instarem Amaze. I'll cover that a little bit more later, share with you what's my personal card strategy when I go overseas. But right now, for an apple-to-apple comparison, I was using Instarem Amaze wallet feature, similar to like how YouTrip, Revolut, Wise works. You top up an amount and you change to the currency that you would like, or if it's not available for you to change in advance, you can just use the card overseas and it will auto convert for you. This time around, June 2024, I just came back from Japan, brought along all of the multi-currency cards. Newest addition is GXS Bank's debit card. Wanted to see how it fared, so this is how it went down. Number 1 came in with YouTrip. Number 2, it was Instarem, Wise, Revolut, Trust Bank's credit card, and then came in GXS. So GXS is in the last place. It is the newest addition to this stack right over here, but it is the worst exchange rates I've gotten when compared with the rest of them. So to be honest, should you even apply for GXS Bank's debit card, even with the cashback that they are offering for the first 3 months, I don't think you should. Just stick to whatever that you already have because the rates you get is not any good as well. So I won't be covering this in this video. If you want to find out more, direct message me on Instagram and you can ask me questions right over there. So number 1 is YouTrip. Number 2, Instarem Amaze wallet feature. The difference is only 0.02. Not much of a difference when it came to the rates for Japanese yen. YouTrip is long-standing. I've used this since they first launched in 2017 or 2018. And right now they're heavy on marketing because they've received capital funding. They're growing so much right now in Singapore. And to be honest, I'm a proud user of YouTrip. This is the old debit card. Right now, the debit card has a new face and you can even put away this card, add it to Apple Pay, and just use your Apple Watch or iPhone overseas and tap with you. There are a few features of this that I really love. Because it's a prepaid debit card, you have to top it up each time before you use the card. And that way, the perk of it is that you can control how much you're spending. You're aware of how much you are topping up each time. The second perk to that, the biggest perk of it all, I guess, is fraud transactions can only deduct up to how much you have in your wallet. And fraud transactions do happen on YouTrip. I've experienced it twice in my many years of using, but almost always, they have always refunded the amount back to my account. In addition to that, replace the card relatively quickly. Customer service, they respond pretty fast and the help is always there whenever you need it. So these are the features I love. If not because of the fact that I'm accumulating miles, I would honestly just use YouTrip. You can also use a credit card that's a MasterCard to top up and there's no fees involved. If you're using a Visa credit card or debit card to top up, there is a fee. To withdraw overseas, they give you free withdrawals up to $400. Instarem Amaze, there's no free withdrawal. Revolut is up to $350 SGD. For Wise, I can't remember the amount, I'll put it right over here. For Trust Bank, there's no withdrawal limit. If overseas ATM charge you a fee, it's not by these companies, it's the overseas ATM. So there are free withdrawals when it comes to YouTrip, Trust Bank, Revolut, Wise. You also do get some cashback when you're using YouTrip debit card to book on platforms like Agoda, Booking.com. I'll put the full list screen recording right over here for cashback. If you have not already signed up for a YouTrip debit card, referral link is down in the description box below. You get $5 on your first top up for YouTrip and I get $5 as well. So this is the transparent referral system. I'm not an affiliate partner with them. I have been talking about them for a very long time since the early days of the channel. I have a full playlist. I'll put the link down in the description box below. Instarem Amaze is my number one go-to when I was in Japan because I'm accumulating miles. I pair Instarem Amaze with City Rewards, and you might be wondering what's the exchange rate that I got when I paired it with a credit card. It's not as bad when compared with using the wallet feature. When YouTrip rates was 118, I was getting 115 on Instarem Amaze paired with my City Rewards credit card. So that's only 3 yen difference. It's not a heavy price to pay when you're earning 4 miles per dollar overseas. Number one go-to, Instarem Amaze, number one pairing is City Rewards. Then if I burst the City Rewards $1,000 cap, I pair it with UOB Kris Flyer. UOB Kris Flyer allows you to earn 3 miles per dollar if you spend $800 on SIA group expenditures in a card membership year. And thereafter, you will earn 3 miles per dollar for dining, online shopping, transport, etc. More details will be down in the description box below. Another card that people like to pair with Instarem Amaze is UOB Ladies as well. So it needs to be a MasterCard before you can pair with Instarem to earn you miles overseas. For those of you who like using credit cards overseas, you want to get good rates, you're not particularly interested in the miles game, then I would say use Trust Bank's credit card overseas. Trust Bank has been my go-to when I was in Korea previously because they do not have a cap on how much you can withdraw overseas, and the rates are not too bad. Of course, not as good as YouTrip, but it's still not bad. And when you're in Singapore, you can use this as your NTUC points card and accumulate points over there. There are also vouchers on the platform that is available to us when you're in Singapore. I'll put the full perks right over here. I also have a playlist talking about Trust Bank. And if you do want to sign up, you can also sign up with my referral link down in the description box below. In accordance to how I would personally use them, right now, because I'm chasing after miles to accumulate enough to fly my mom on business class, I'm using Instarem Amaze paired with City Rewards overseas as my number one combination. Number two is YouTrip, and then comes Trust Bank. When it comes to Revolut, I was using it as my main card when I was in Korea. I really love this as a group travel card because you can send money to each other on the spot. When one person pays, you can split the bill among 3 person, among 4 person, if they are all on Revolut. So that's how I use Revolut. So if you want more details on multi-currency cards, I have a detailed playlist on what cards to use when you're overseas for ATM withdrawals or the best rates possible, and I'll always do an update. If you have any questions, pop it down in the comments section below. If you want to sign up to any of the cards, links are down in the description box, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. If it's helpful, smash the like button, share it with someone, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.